basic English, and in some sense its advantages over other systems as an international language. This book is Debabelization, a survey of contemporary opinion on the problems of a universal language, by C.K. Ogden, author of Basic English, etc. My edition was published in 1931. The problem with this book, and at the very beginnings of Basic English, was the idea that other cultures could be brought into conformity with English through the use of the language. He quotes in the preface about the comment by Henry Ford, "Make everyone speak English." I can understand the problems of managers when they have to be respectful of their workers and culture and language and meet them halfway. As the decades of the 1930s evolved, the initial respect or aspect of language that Ogden was trying to overcome with Basic English was not to destroy other cultures, but to create a language in which people would be able to express themselves without misunderstanding. And in his introductory paragraphs, he says, "Basic English is an attempt to give to everyone a second or international language which will take as little of the learner's time as possible." And I agree exactly with that, even for speakers of English as their mother tongue. It will take those people longer to shed all the extraneous words they have and synonyms for expressing common ideas and get down again to the basic concept. It will take those people who already know English longer to be able to express their thoughts simply and clearly than it will for those people for whom English is not their mother tongue to familiarize themselves with the basic vocabulary and structures, the 850 word vocabulary, the simple rules that were on the page that I showed you at the beginning of this video. Problem: if you don't understand each other, how can we get along? Well, you can say, well, let's live and let live and not really deal with the differences of opinion that arise in the course of everyday life. I have gone through a university course. I was looking at it from the point of going to university to become a teacher. So all of the courses that I was studying, I was looking at it from the point of view, what is valuable in this course, in this discipline, that people who don't follow and take on the discipline as a profession would find valuable. And I think you understand that history is a respect for how we got to where we are. Geography is a respect for the fact that every place is unique in some sense, and that to expand your horizons, it's wise to travel and meet other people and converse with them. And similarly with other disciplines. Debabelization still is a battle that's being fought. You watch some of the people, the atheists and the scientists, they don't seem to be using the same language. They don't seem to understand what perspective the other people have. And you can go and understand philosophy as much as you want. You can be a monist materialist, a monist idealist, and never the twain will meet. And they just keep talking and talking and talking. Debabelization, it it's more of a heart-to-heart conversation. On a head-to-head, basic English will give you that part for which the heads can agree, but you have to start out with the wish to accommodate different opinions and not, as Ogden in 1931 said, what we need is another 1,000 dead languages, because even those people who speak English only cannot communicate exactly what it is they want, and very often it's the heart instead of the head talking, and if the decisions that have been taken are opposed to each other, then it just usually ends up in a shouting match and nothing gets resolved, and that could go on through an entire marriage of 75 years or however long it takes. Debabelization.